afternoon. Twice in 24 hours again. You'll be getting sick of seeing me. Okay, today's shave. There is nothing from the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 video from yesterday. So I'll start off with what's in front of me, which is the brush. It's Yaqi 26mm, rainbow handle, brown synthetic. I think it's taken like a horsehair knot. But for what it costs, it's pretty good. Razor. First safety razor I bought, a Merkur. I think this is the 30C. Yeah, short handle version, the 30C. 3-piece. Non-adjustable safety razor. You get 20C as well, which is the same handle design, but a longer handle. Let's do the blade next. Blade I don't use very often, so I'll go with the feather. Brand new, straight from the packet. It's not I don't like feathers, just that I prefer other blades. But I thought after the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 video it'd be quite predictable to do a shave with something from that video. So that's not saying none of this stuff is good, is shit. It's not. There's the blade loaded up, a little bit of overhang. I've got 2 base plates to this razor. I've got the solid bar, as you can see on this one, which is the way it's sold, and I managed to pick up an open comb as well, so I can switch up a little bit. So there we go, a little bit of overhang for the nose and the ears when we're around there, but can't really see there being any problems. Who rang the bell? That gives you a hint on ball lathering again. Okay, the bowl for today isn't a shaving bowl. It's a kitchen utility I use for shaving with. I got this off Amazon from Helen's Asian Kitchen Suribachi bowl. It's basically a Japanese pestle and mortar. This is the mortar part of it. But you can see yourself, it's quite highly ridged on the inside. No longer available at Amazon UK. Don't know about the rest of the world. The only problem with this is it's quite thin. It's glazed on the outside, so it becomes quite slippy when you've got soap on your hands. But for knocking in ball brushes, make 2 or 3 lathers in that. Some people say these are too rough to use with natural hair brushes because they destroy the tips, but it certainly helps breaking a ball brush. But we're using synthetic today. And the soap, signature soaps, Capra, unscented goat's milk, unfragranced goat milk. 300 sub giveaway to win some of these soaps is closes tomorrow night. Today's the 15th, tomorrow's the 16th, so it closes at midnight. There we go, just scrape some out from the tub. So if you want to enter, there'll be a link to that giveaway video, not this video. There'll be a link to the giveaway video in the description below. Fill your boots. I'll close it at midnight tomorrow, and I'll probably do another video on. I'll do the draw video one day next week and announce the winners. I'm not skimping on soaps. I've just basically. So there we go. As you can see, it's pretty thin in the bowl. Well, moisten the brush, give it a squeeze so it's pretty dry. That way I'll add water to the bowl. You can see it's so this was my first shaving bowl. Was a soup bowl from a charity shop, cost me 99p. But like most soup bowls, it's got smooth sides. So my next bowl was this one, which you can see I've got quite large hands. Not bragging or complaining, just means I need big gloves. And I was surprised what a difference having ridges in a bowl made to having just a smooth sided bowl. After that we got plastic bowls and jazz shaving bowls, which I'm quite partial to because Ross is a wet shaver in the UK and basically makes the stuff and uses it himself. And it's a small artisan company, one-man band, and his stuff is top notch. No stuff, if I drop this, £8. Apart from being pissed off that I've got to pick the pieces up, I haven't really lost a great deal. It's still pretty dry actually, so after a teaspoon of water, here we go. See yourself, we'll have that for days. Right, let's wet the face. That's not bad, is it? Doesn't take long. The ridges just help get rid of the air and thicken the soap up a little bit. So yeah, Signature Soaps, made in Bolton by a gentleman called Brian, who was kind enough to supply me some soaps. There'll be a link to his site in the description below. Some of the soaps were sent over to Sweden, some over to Canada to try and get him the soaps known further afield, because it's very good stuff. It's not expensive. It does a variety of scents, as you've seen. Oh, there we go. Quick dry of the hands, quick clean of the mouth, and a slip of coffee. Played golf this morning, that was fun. 130 yards, I hit a 6-iron. 2 holes later, I hit it. No, sorry, 133 yards, I hit a 4-iron on a par 3. A few holes later, on a par 5 into the green, 115 yards, I hit a 6-iron, which normally goes like 165, 170. Feathers aren't the smoothest of blades when you first use them. They have a coating, which once you get the coating off, for the second pass and shaves 2 and 3, very good blades. get more than 3 shaves out of one, especially with my beard. You're doing well. When I bought this razor, I thought it was expensive, and shortly after I bought my second razor, which was a Future by Merkur, and I bought this one because I liked the coloration, because it wasn't all stainless, and I thought this was expensive. Looking to my left, there's like, yeah, this probably is a few fold over, sitting. That's just what's in the bathroom. Pounds worth of razors. But this works brilliantly. It's not an aggressive razor. You could say it's akin to the Merkur 34. I've taken it on holiday a couple of times because 30 quid, 35 quid. If it gets lost, you haven't lost a great deal, have you? Or stolen from the hotel room, whatever. You haven't really lost a great deal. So for that sort of money. And after using it for like 2 weeks solid, you become so used to a razor after that sort of time frame, and how it shaves. Same with soaps. You use the same soap for a couple of weeks as opposed to a different soap for every shave, like you see what YouTubers do. If you use the same soap, brush combination for a couple of weeks, you'll have it dialed in and you'll know exactly how much water it needs, how it lathers, how it works, and it just removes all the variables. That's one of the reasons I have so many Wickham soaps. I like the soap base. I think Darren's scents are really good. Some of them are very complicated, but they're not in your face. You can detect them. So I've got one soap base with a variety of scents. The tag video last night. If you haven't watched it, I'll link to it below. It was actually, I was so tempted just to pull out 5 Wickham soaps, my 5 favourites. But I thought I'd mix it up, so I went through different soap bases as to what I like, hence the mixing for that. If it had been 5 razors, it was quite hard choosing 2, because I could have just picked up 2 Rex, the Rex Ambassador and the Rex Envoy. But there you go, 2 razors. couple of timeless or whatever. But I wanted to do a bit of modern and old. I could have picked two adjustables, the Fat Boy. Brilliant razor. Really enjoy using the Fat Boy. Shaves superbly, but that's super speed. It's not 51 like I said yesterday, or 53, it's 1949. Which makes it even more, well, it makes it a few years older. But it makes it more staggering just the way it shaves. The Gillette engineers at the time knew the shit, and they got it right. Even with the feather blade in the razor, I don't feel this is going to bite me. The nice thing about the Merkurs is it's quite a small head, so you can get right under your nose. He says getting the soap from his nostril. There's not a lot left. I've got to dry the hands between each pass on the towel, otherwise I won't hold onto this bowl. It's been glazed on the outside and no handle. That is the only drawback to it. As you can see, it's plenty of soap in it, plenty of soap in the brush, and a bowl with ridges or a pattern on the inside. It doesn't have to be ridges, it's a pattern. It will outperform any smooth coated bowl for knocking up a larvae. I got an aluminium bowl from a charity shop, it cost me 99p. And it was smoother than a baby's backside. I've never used it on camera either, actually. So I took a Dremel to it, a Dremel multi-tool. Basically just made some patterns, some dimples on the inside, and just gave it some texture. Which didn't take long with the Dremel, 10-15 minutes. If I remember, I used it in a future video and it totally transformed it. The main problem with aluminium is it retains a lot of heat, which is quite good in the winter because you can actually put it in your sink with hot water so your lava stays warm. Which is a bugger to hold because it gets hot itself. Okay, I'm gonna have a face wash. with all of this, and then back for the post shave. So, see you in a minute. Done. Face wash with the remains of the soap. Got the bowl cleaned out, got the brush cleaned out, and warm water rinse, not hot, just warm, and a cool water rinse straight from the tap. Post shave, 2 items: boots, witch hazel and tea tree. So a cheap, relatively cheap, mild razor with a decent blade. You can knock off, what was that, last time I shaved, Wednesday? Probably Wednesday. Did the head last night, Friday, might have even been Tuesday, can't remember when. Now last night, I did scents in my tag video. I'd done post shave items, i.e. balms and stuff like that. This stuff would have been right up there. British Barbers Association post shave balm. Looks like baby poo. This is a brand new one. Just getting it loaded up, see? Looks like baby poo. I'll show you the ingredients, but you might have a few problems reading them. They're there. But as a post shave product, there we go. The best I've used. I don't know if it's still available. It's not cheap. I was fortunate I managed to get it at launch on Amazon on a Black Friday a few years ago, and so I got it for a really good price. But as far as post shave goes, it's everything a man could want. Okay, quick recap of what we used today. Start with the soap. Signature Soaps Capra. Giveaway finishes tomorrow, midnight, 16th. If you're not in it, if you can't win it, link to the video below. Go and comment. And that's the soap in the tub there. 70 gram tub. Absolutely cracking soap. It says hybrid because it's not a cream and it's not a hard soap. That's why it's called, it says hybrid on the label. Really good soap, top notch, good value for money, and it works really well. Not really that well known outside of the UK. Brush, Yaqi rainbow handle synthetic, 26mm with like a brown synthetic knot in. I think it's their take on a horsehair. Worked perfectly well, bang for the buck, pretty good brush. And we use that with Helen's Asian Kitchen Suribachi bowl, which as you can see has got the lines on the inside and makes knocking up the lather very, very easy. The razor was a Merkur 30C, short handle, 3-piece, non-adjustable razor, in which we had, and we still have, because I haven't taken it out yet, a feather blade on its first use. And we wrapped up with witch hazel and tea tree and British Barbers Association balm with a coffee halfway through. Right folks, that's me done. I'll see you on possibly Monday for the giveaway results. If not, it'll certainly be one day stroke night next week, and there will be details in that video for the winners and everything else, and we'll take things from there. Any comments, leave them below. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.